We had a sort of team mantra that we kept reminding ourselves every day, which was commit to the bit.
I'm Michael Cera, and I'm pleased to announce that this is my cream, CeraVe.
We created and planted and spread a conspiracy in order for us to fight back on that conspiracy and reveal that product truth, which is that CeraVe was created by dermatologists. Not by Michael Cera. Conspiracies are born out of niche communities, right? They're not something that starts at scale. So we really wanted to go to those niche communities and stir up different dialogues to sort of further the confusion.
I could be from CeraVe.
We partnered with conspiracy theorists on TikTok and podcasters and magicians. The first thing we did in the campaign was drop those paparazzi pictures on Reddit. In order to come up with the idea, we did social listening, and we found a Reddit thread from 7 years ago where, someone was surmising if there was a connection between Michael Cera and CeraVe. So fast forward 7 years, we come up with the idea to plan spread the conspiracy. We went right back to the place where we found it in the first place, and we dropped the paparazzi pictures. And, from day one, the internet went wild. 30 days of the campaign, we had a plan for each day, knew which content was rolling out. It was really a story of like tension and release, right? And someone could come in as a passive observer, or they could go down the deep rabbit hole that was this campaign and find more and more content, some short form, some long form, discover, more facts and come to their own conclusion. While we planned as much as we could, of course, the unexpected was inevitable. We were stunned by the momentum that this picked up from sort of day one. So while it was in market, we were having daily sort of stand-ups every day. Okay, what pieces of content are we dropping? What's the pulse on the internet? Is there any fatigue of the campaign? Are there any new voices that have emerged in the campaign that we should contract or partner with in real time? Do we need to pivot? Do we need to move? TikTok was a key channel from the get-go. And what we did was we set out to create an experience for our audience to be a part of. We wanted them to be participants in the campaign. And we know that influencers and creators are central to showing up in a native way. Typically in our industry, you sort of have an idea and then you go PR it. But in this case, we used media as a storytelling outlet, not an amplification outlet. We didn't have an idea and then go to creators and say, please amplify this, or we'll pay you to amplify this. We made them a part of the experience, which I think was sort of a fundamental difference. This is a medical brand developed with dermatologists. This is not a straight consumer brand, but it managed to be able to laugh at itself and be so in tune with internet culture and with culture at large. Today, and especially younger generations, they want brands that'll loosen the reins on control and have fun and allow audiences to play a role and almost grab the brand and help co-define it and create experiences around it. You want to choose influencers and creators that work well for the idea, but then how do we build around those creators and what they do? So that was really key, was understanding their shtick and then seeing if there was sort of a match with the conspiracy and can they help us sort of spread or fight back on the conspiracy depending on the phase of the campaign that we were in. So there is like a little bit of that culture know-how that you just have to find those right voices sort of paired with the sort of science of it to make sure that we're lining up to business needs and business objectives. Michael Cera was, literally based on the idea, the only guy for the job. The idea sort of depended on him saying yes. He went all in on this campaign. He got really excited about the social and influencer and all the sort of 360 elements beyond the commercial and helped us make it better every step of the way. He's incredibly funny, and in some instances he was riffing a lot of that is unscripted. And in choosing our influencer partners, we had 4 hero influencers who were on set with us to do what they do best. And we co-created content with them. And all of them were exceptionally culturally relevant. Right now, they all had sort of values match and tone of voice match with the CeraVe brand. And they all built a sort of great rapport with Michael Cera. I think a lot of the principles that made it successful can absolutely be replicated. Integration, thinking about social and influencer in a leading role, not in a supporting role, creating an experience for people to be a part of, building an idea that's born out of social listening. These are all sort of aspects of the campaign that help make it successful that can absolutely be sort of replicated to find another idea to have this level of impact. Has it been done, or is there a second phase? The internet really loved the potential brand partnership, but who knows?